All right, so we're going to get this race number 2 up on the way, and there is your gun to get this thing started. And our riders now on track. So remember, the first 4 laps of an international tempo, not neutral but not counted. And we are looking for the rider with the most number of lap points once we start counting to actually get the race win. In the last heat, we saw 8 different riders score points. Those 8 riders are safely moved through. 2 riders at the bottom of that who did not score will still be placed on final finishing place. Once we have those top 10 scored for you, we'll let you know who actually made it through safely. On track right now, these guys are ticking away the laps. Alfred, we're looking at our 15-16 heat number 2 out here. Looking at who do we have out here on track.
Right now, 110 Henry Kaiser's bringing him through. Brian Luciano, second place in the scratch race to get things started, is one to watch. Rider 120 is ahead of affairs, Antonio Rossi. This will be the bell, Gabe, so next time it'll be a sprint.
Yeah, next time through, we're going to start counting points. Looks like some of our Velo Sport riders on the front right now, trying to really drive that pace. Antonio Rossi, he's been on the front for a bit, but now coming up from behind him, we see some of our Northwest riders come up and around the side there. Let's see if they can get to the line. And in fact, he will. That's going to be Brian Luciano. Luciano has had a really fantastic season so far. I saw him in T-Town at the JNTC event we held there, and he definitely battled it out against the ODP team. It was basically the ODP athletes versus Luciano, and he held his own. Right now, though, it's Noah Ta Perez on the board. So Luciano and Ta Perez now your leaders in the contest.
We need Mooreshead, Taylor, and Wentz in bike check for the women's elimination. Mooreshead, Taylor, and Wentz in bike check for the elimination.
That's going to be your man Sharp, I believe. Will Sharp, there he is is listed as Team Velo Sport Junior Devo, but he's on that Hot Tubes program as far as I can tell out there. So Sharp getting a point. He will sit up. He does not need to do too much more. Now Zach Olszewski rolling through. Olszewski getting himself on the board. He is safely now moving through to the next round. You'll see another rider trying to now hit out one more time.
That was a 34-mile-an-hour lap from that last winner of the sprint, and we got 3 more laps to go.
And now 104, that's going to be Christian Deschamps. Deschamps out of the Northwest as well, I believe, as their team hasn't been listed here for me.
Last call, 411 Mary Wentz to bike check. Last call for the elimination race.
And there you go, first rider to actually score twice in a tempo qualifier. So Deschamps with the advantage there. That's actually going to make it harder on the officials and our field here to actually keep track of who's doing what. Because remember, you do need to score here in order to guarantee yourself moving through. There's your bell for 1 lap to go. A new rider now scoring here. That's going to be Henry Kaiser. Kaiser getting through there. And now we have an acceleration from the back. That looks like my man Turbo from T-Town. In fact, it is Nick Roberts in that Edge cycling kit. His nickname's Turbo because this is what he does. He turns on the jets late in the race, and Turbo comes to the line. Wow, we got to go to the cameras for that final point.
Okay, we'll see all of those gentlemen in the actual tempo race. That was just the qualifier. Can you imagine what the final race is going to be like? We're getting ready to bring the women up on track for the elimination race.
Yeah, that's going to be very exciting. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that's right. If you are here in the house and you know some of these athletes, don't be afraid to give them a round of applause or a little bit of an encouragement as they go around the boards here. They can use your support and they can hear you when they're riding around. So your words can do a lot for us.
Elimination riders to the bike check. Men's elimination riders to the bike check. Your event's coming up next.
We're still getting some of those results finalized there from the second men's 15-16. Actually looks like Rossi may have scored that final sprint there, as he is scored as getting at the line. In fact, Antonio Rossi was scored as getting that final sprint over Roberts. Still sorting out exactly who made it through, but looking at my score sheet here real quickly before it refreshes on me: Christian Deschamps, Antonio Rossi, Henry Kaiser, Zach Olszewski, Will Sharp, Noah Todd Perez, and Brian Luciano safely through. It looks like Nick Roberts and Carl Prattis and Jimmy Capella will also make it through. Official results will be posted, so please go check those official results so that you know if you've qualified through for the 15-16 actual tempo race here, as those two races we just saw are actually qualifiers.